myself Akash, and today's my topic is the types of constructor. The Java, the constructor are a special method used to the initialize an object. When they are the create, they share the same name as the class and do not return the constructor are currently because of the setting the initialize and state of the object can enforce the mandatory to the properties and during to the object creation. The Java provide to the three main types of the constructor. Default constructor. Default constructor is the no argument constructor. A default constructor is the simply type of the constructor. It does not if no constructor is specify define a class in Java automatically is the provide to the default constructor during to the compilation and however to the user defined constructor is present the compile does not generate the default one. And characteristic of the default constructor, it has no argument in initialized to the object field and they are the default values. The numeric field and int is the float and double initialized to the 0 and 0.0 is the boolean field are initialized the false and the object refers to the initialize to null. The in short to the object we create even to the special initialization require use case and suitable creation with the default setting properties. The commonly used to the main object does not require the special initialization parameters. And a parameter constructor is allowed to the passing argument during to the object creation and initialization. The field, the special values of the unlike and default constructor is the parameterized constructor require argument. The characteristic parameter constructor, it does the accept the in parameter any to the assigned specially value of the object field. It is the provide to the flexibility allowing to the object to be the initialized to the different useful when object name specify value to the time and creation such as the setting of the user details in the application of the example name age and mail. The reduce to the need and the calling the starter method of the object and creation. The copy constructor. A copy constructor is the constructor that initialized to the an object using the another object can of the sum of the a copy of the some class and the types of the constructor is the particularly helpful when need to the create duplicate of the an existing object within the same state. The characteristic of copy constructor, it take to the object the name, same class and parameters. The copies is the values or the field and from to the source object to the new object and can be implemented efficiently and defaulting constructor the takes of the another object as to the parameters as a parameters. Use case help to the cloning object useful to the seriously where the object pass in the return by value and you need to previous their state. Other types of the special constructor, the state constructor is the not available in Java. The unlike the sum of the programming language, example C#, Java does not have a static constructor. A static block server similar purpose of the initialize the static field and the chain constructor. Constructor clean the occurs when we do the constructor calls another constructor within the same class and the super class. This is the doing using this is and super keyword and super used to the call constructor from the within the same name and class. The super and used to the constructor from the parent class and constructor changing the in short the initialize the handling and systematically the reduce code by reusing initialization to access and multiply constructor. The key rules of the best practice and constructor, the no explicitly return type constructor do not have to the return type of declaring one example void